dangerous. No, big bro. We're gonna shake you, bro. Come on, bro. Leave, bro. Hey, how you doing, bro? Where you from? Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Leave, my bro. Baby, come on, bro. We're gonna shake you and you still not gonna have your Yo, bro.
right, so tell me about the present situation. I understand bus drivers were concerned.
What happened was the first couple of nights, a lot of the homeless that were coming down, that were being kicked out, were going to the buses. And of course, there's no face mask, there's hygiene issues, there's concerns about the virus and the spread.
For the riders.
For the riders and the bus operator.
Because even the bus operator does not have...
Well, the bus operator has the PPE, but when the homeless are coming downstairs, a lot of them didn't have masks, right? So our concern is that they may be carrying the virus, as well as other hygiene issues, because they're homeless, their hygiene is really poor. So our main concern is the safety of the bus operators and the riding public, because the bus is open to everyone. And of course, when you have about 15, 20 homeless people on there, it's a wrap.
Are these shuttle buses, is it free?
Well, they're shuttle extras. What happened was they're not traditional shuttle buses for... It's better. They're not traditional shuttle buses in the sense that they're going along the train route. They put extras on certain bus routes in order to absorb the ridership coming from different neighborhoods.
So I'm wondering how the homeless folks are getting on there. Are they paying, or are they just...
No one pays for buses these days. They get on through the back. But the problem was, there was about 20 trying to get on one bus. And like I said, they didn't have their mask on, and they had all sorts of, things with them, their life possessions, and it was a mess.
The plan today, any changes? I noticed there's more police here.
Well, one of the things is there's more police and there's better social services, which is really what the homeless need, right? They need to be properly taken care of. And I think also some of the homeless are understanding the routine, and they're finding a place to stay before 1 o'clock. But we're happy because for the bus operator and for the riding public, the buses now will be safer. And that's our main concern.
Sounds like a good plan.
Listen, you got to take care of the homeless, but we got to make sure that our first priority is always taking care of the bus operator. That's who we represent, and then the riding public as well. And it's an unfortunate situation, but bus service isn't supposed to be shelters for homeless. It's not proper.
Would you like to give your name, sir?
I'm J.P. Patafio, the Vice President for TA Service.
Can you spell it?
Patafio.
Your first name?
John Paul, but everybody calls me JP.
John?
John-Paul, but JP is better.
And anything else you'd like to say about the situation?
Yeah, the main thing is, in these times, safety is number one. So we have to make sure, like I said, that the bus operators and the passengers on the bus, that the bus is clean, it's disinfected, and it's safe for everyone. And the homeless need to be sheltered. They should be going to hotels, frankly. And the hotels are empty in Manhattan. Put them in hotels.
Thanks again, sir. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome. Be good. Be safe.
Yes, sir. All right, sir. Tell me about the current situation.
So I think you probably are aware that MTA is committed to trying to make a healthier and cleaner environment on our trains and subway systems. So we have a shutdown going on right now in the evening from 1 to 5 a.m. in the morning, I guess. In order to get a cleaner environment out there. Now, as part of that, and we're taking advantage of this opportunity. It's a very unique opportunity to move homeless to resources and social services. That it's just a unique opportunity to get them into that. So we have a robust number of officers from the NYPD, which we're very grateful for, and to help us make sure we get all passengers off the trains, and so that the cleaning can happen and disinfecting can happen. And then we have a significant outreach effort through the city, which we're also grateful for, in order to help take care of those who need help and deserve help, quite frankly. Also, we have challenges that, because we're committed to making sure that our essential workers get to transportation so they can get to work, because grocery stores need to be stocked and medical folks need to get to their hospitals, etc. we want to make sure that they get to where they need to go. And so we've beefed up our bus service in the evening, so we have a essential service at night now in the buses. And what we want to make sure in that is that service is available, because it is just for essential workers, and we want to make sure it's available to them, and then they can get onto it, and then they can get where they're supposed to be going. And so all of that's happening tonight, and that's sort of the mission.
Is it, are you guys checking to see if they are essential worker before they get on the shuttle bus or anything? Is there any kind of...
Yeah, so we want to, yesterday we had a challenge with the buses getting overloaded and with folks that were not essential workers, and so we realized that we don't want to put our bus drivers at risk. So we've asked officers, and we have social workers here also, to talk to the individuals who are trying to get on the bus. And if they're not an essential worker, we ask them to tell them that they cannot use it tonight and during this shutdown period, and so that we can make sure that we get our essential workers to work.
Is it something where they have provide some kind of proof that they're going to a specific job?
Yeah, they need to know they just need to be able to tell you where they're going. If they're if they work at a restaurant or McDonald's, or they're stocking shelves, or they're going to a hospital, or they're firemen, whatever their essential job is, they need to tell us that where they're going, and the officers will let them on. It's not a rigid questioning, but it's to make sure that people who are getting on the buses, in fact, need to be on the buses at this time of night.
The homeless folks, those who may refuse the shelter, what happens to those folks?
Refuse shelter? Well, so that is a city issue. That they are in charge of outreach and taking care of those folks, and so we leave it to them to make sure that they have access to those services that they need.
Can you say your name? And,
Sure, it's Patrick Warren. I'm the Chief Safety Officer for MTA.
Can you spell your name?
Yeah, sure. It's Patrick, last name Warren.
Thanks again.
Yeah, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
can't grab me. Grab my hey, me, read.
Telephone alarm 3559, the address is 71195, drive session 42. Traffic check. Remain doubtful this time and we'll request 2 additional trucks check.